Welcome, welcome to Trailblaze Thursday. I'm going to share my screen here for a few moments. Share. Perfect. All right. So just sharing for a few minutes here as people come in. If you're just coming in, you do need some sort of ball for this workout. So either a med ball, soccer ball, basketball, whatever you got around the house. Weighted or not, still going to be a good workout today. Leave this up for another 30 seconds or so, and then we'll get started. All righty. All right, so welcome to Trailblaze Thursday. My name is Petey. I'm your fitness coordinator at Boston College Campus Recreation. Really appreciate you joining me today. What we've got today, we're working with either a med ball or some sort of soccer ball or basketball. With what we've got today is a 20-minute AMSAP, so as many sets as possible. We've got 5 different exercises we're gonna do, 20 minutes on the clock. I'll talk a little bit more about that right before we head into it. But first thing I'm gonna do here is post our Spotify playlist link. If you would like to follow along with that, I'll let you know when to get started. All righty. All right, so if you're following along with me with the Spotify playlist, go ahead and get that started, find some space, and we will get to warming up. So finding a space in your area, we're gonna start with a stretch here. So coming down onto one knee, we're gonna lean forward into the stretch, taking one arm up over the head. Feeling stretch in the side body, the hip flexors as well. A little bit in the lat. And we're gonna switch legs here. So other leg leaning forward into this hip flexor stretch, arm goes up over the side. Really sitting deep into that stretch. All right, working our way into a standing position. We're gonna start with some torso twists here. So just getting some movement started, going back and forth. Loosening up the upper back, loosening up the torso, a little movement through the hips and the ankles as well. All right, we're gonna do a little Heidi march with a little grab. So just holding the leg in, 1 or 2 seconds, letting it go and switching it up. We're trying to keep the chest nice and proud here. Think about turning your core on, turning your breathing on, breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. All right, switching it up. We are grabbing a shoelace, holding that foot in for just a second or so, and then switching it up. Again, we're trying to keep that chest up and proud, pulling belly button into spine. Perfect. All right, moving onward to go for some high kicks. So trying to keep the legs straight, kicking up high to the opposite hand, taking a few steps and then switching sides. Turning the balance on a little bit as well. Keeping that leg as straight as you can. 1 or 2 more at your side here. All right, next up we're going the other direction, so an RDL, taking the leg straight back, stand up to the top, and then switch legs. For the RDL, we want to try and keep the standing leg nice and straight, and the back nice and flat, so hips and shoulders are square to the ground. Again, we're turning on that core, pulling the belly button into the spine. Awesome. All right, moving on to some arm circles, taking the arms out wide. We've got nice small circles going forward. Building heat in the shoulder joints, in between the shoulder blades, behind the body. Let's go medium circles now, continuing to build that heat. And nice big circles, full range of motion here. Going forward, feeling a stretch, maybe through the biceps, chest. And going backwards now, full range of motion. So feeling that stretch there, let's take it to medium circles. So we're building that heat again, and the rotator cuff between the shoulder blades. Should be at least thinking about sweating at this point. All right, and nice small circles going backwards to finish up our warm-up here. All right, shaking the arms out, shaking the legs out, the torso out. Be sure to stretch, shake, move around, anything that still feels particularly tight. I'm gonna go through and demo our exercises. So, like I said earlier, we've got a 20-minute AMSAP, as many sets as possible. Now, what I've got here is a 10-pound med ball. If you're using a weighted ball, you're gonna go through the sets a little bit slower, so you wanna aim for 4 to 5 sets. Now, if you're using a soccer ball, you may be able to move a little bit quicker. You may be somewhere around 6 to 7 sets. Just kind of up to how your body's feeling, what weight you're holding, what's around you, all that kind of stuff. The thing to know is that whatever pace you're going at, you're killing it. Doing high intensity interval training, and we like to see it. All right, so our 5 exercises today. Exercise number 1, we're doing an overhead swing. So heels outside the hips. We're gonna extend the ball back through the legs, back nice and flat. And then we are squeezing the glutes and hamstrings on the way up to swing that ball overhead. All right, so kind of a makeshift kettlebell swing here, just like that. Exercise number 2, we're working on some toe touchers. So ball down on the ground, we wanna just lightly touch. We really wanna make sure to not put any weight on the ball here, just touching with the toes. Also make sure if you've got a grippy med ball and some grippy tennis shoes, you're paying extra special attention so that you don't catch on the ball and fall. We don't want that. Exercise number 3, we've got some alternating push-ups. So what we want to do here, hand on top of the ball, one hand on top of the ball, push up, roll it across the chest, and push up here. All right, we've got 10 of those. And I believe I forgot to mention the count on the others. We've got 10 overhead swings, 20 toe touchers, 10 alternating push-ups. After that, we're gonna go 10 each side of a squat to wood chop. So we're taking the ball across the body, starting from that squatting position. Now it's not a full squat, it's about a quarter squat. Sinking those hips back and down, getting a good bend in the knees here. 10 each side. Exercise number 5, we're gonna call them leg weaves. So what I want you to do, sit back on the tailbone here. We're going to weave this med ball back and forth between the legs. We're going 10 times. Now, an option here, med ball goes down, hands back on the ground for support. We are lifting the legs over the med ball. 10 times. All right. So 20 minutes, as many sets as possible. I'm gonna be rolling through it. I will repeat the count and the exercises as we go. Let's do this. Make sure you've got some space around you. I will get our timer started and we'll get going. All right, 20 minutes on the clock, starting with 10 overhead swings. Ready, set, go. 10 overhead swings. Make sure you're squeezing the glutes and the hamstrings, driving the hips forward. 6. Going to 10 here. Make sure you keep the weight in the heels. All right, after that, we've got 20 toe touchers. Make sure you're moving the hands. Keep the chest up nice and proud. We got 20. 14, 15, 17, 18. Stay nice and light, nice and loose. If you gotta rest in between exercises, do so. Next up, we have our 10 alternating push-ups. Knees, toes, or knees under hips here. We got 10, so 5 each side. 2. Make sure we squeeze in between the shoulder blades. Elbows point back and down. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. We got 10 total here. I'm working on 9. All right. After our push-ups, we are working our wood chop, our squat to wood chop, 10 each side. Squatting down, weight is in the heels. Knees are going out wide to track over the toes. 4, 5, 10 each side. 6, 7, 8. Keep breathing. Keep driving through the heels. If you gotta stop, take a break in between sides, that's cool. You're gonna feel a sneaky burn in the shoulders. Chest stays proud. 10 on the other side. 2. So we're squatting down, and then on the way up, we're hitting the rotational plane with this med ball or soccer ball, whatever you got. 3, 2, 1. 10 each side there, then we're moving to our 10 leg weaves. So remember, you got options here. You can keep the ball on the ground and do leg lifts. 2, going to 10, going to 10. 8. Woo. Make sure you're breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. I've wrapped up set number 1. We got 17.5 minutes on the clock. You're headed into set number 2. We got 10 overhead swings. Good breathing, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Squeezing the glutes and the hamstrings on the way up for these swings. Try and push your hips back to touch the wall behind you. Going to 10 here. After our overhead swings, we've got toe touchers. We're going for 20 on the toe touchers. Remember, keep your eyes on the ball. 13, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20. Next up, our alternating push-ups. So no matter where you're at, remember, keep going with that pace. You want to be able to go the whole 20 minutes. No matter how many sets you're going for. Constant movement. Of course, allow yourself to take breaks when you need. We want to get through. We want to successfully get through our 20 minutes. I'm at 6 here. We're going to 10 total on the alternating push-ups. I got 1 more to go here. Squeeze it in between the shoulder blades and the push-ups. Also keep in mind we got a couple of options. You can go on your toes, or you can go knees under hips like so. All right, after our push-ups, we've got our squat to wood chop. Heels outside the hips, chest stays proud. We got 10 each side here. Going across the body, try to keep the arms nice and straight the whole time. 5, 6, 7. Keep driving those knees out wide over the toes. 9, 10. Woo. If you gotta take a break, shake it out in between those sides. That's cool with me. Remember, hitting 10 on each side. 1, 2. Try to keep that chest as proud as possible. Sit the hips back and down on the squat. 6, 7, 8. Going to 10, going to 10. Whew. Awesome stuff, awesome stuff. If you need some air, more room in the chest, hands on the hips is a great way to open that up. After our wood chops, we've got leg weaves. We're going for 10. Remember, option here, ball on the ground, hands to support, leg lifts. You're still doing 10. 4, 6, 7, 10. Set number 2. We've got 14 minutes on the dot left on the clock. I'm moving into set number 3, 10 overhead swings. Remember, you may be at more sets or at less sets than me. That's okay. Keep moving. You can breathe in through your nose, on the ball's way down, and out through your mouth on its way back up. I got 2 more here to make 10. Next up, we've got our toe touchers. A little cardio spike in the middle of our circuit here. 20 toe touchers. 2, 3, 6, 7, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20. Really important to breathe. Keep your chest up while you do that, but you want to keep eye contact on the ball. Make sure you know where it is at all times. All right, moving on to alternating push-ups. You got 10 of them. Take whatever option you need. 2, 3. Try to get the elbows to a 90-degree bend at the bottom. 6, 7, 10 total, so 5 each side here. 8, 9, 10. Whew. Next up, hitting our squat to wood chop. 10 each side. Breathing. I got sweat in my eyeball. So clear that when you need to. Squat to wood chop, 10 each side. 2, 3. Driving through the heels here. Energy goes up from the ground. 6, 7, 8. Stay with it, stay with it. 9. Woo! Sneaky work in the shoulder. That inside shoulder is gonna get some work. Make sure you're hitting both sides here. Squatting down, starting that med ball or soccer ball outside of the legs. 5, 6. Transfer energy through the abdominals, through the core. 9, 10. Whew. Awesome work, awesome work. Keeping it up. Keep breathing, keep moving. We've got our leg weaves next. We're going to 10 on these. Pull that belly button into the spine. Big focus on that one. We're balancing not directly on the tailbone, but kind of on the meaty part that's gonna give you some more padding there when you balance back. All right, start a new set. Here we go. 10 minutes, 30 seconds on the clock. Back to the overhead swings. 10 of them. Keep breathing. You're halfway through our big set. 5, 6, 7. Nice flat back here. 9. Next up, toe touchers. We got 20 of them. Cardio peak. Make sure you're working the arms. 2, 4, 5, 6. Remember, you can walk these out too, just like this. 6, 8. Going to 20 total, whether you're walking or you're jumping. Next up, we have our alternating push-ups. 10 total here. Again, we're making sure those elbows are pointed diagonally back. They're getting down to 90 degrees at the bottom of each push-up. Lots of options here. Take them if you need them. One more here, going to 10 total, and then we're popping back up for our squat to wood chop. Heels outside the hips. Here we go, squat wood chops. We got 10 each side. 3, 4, 5. Drag it through the heels. 6, 7, 8. Woo! 9, 10. Shake it out if you need to. Again, if you're getting a sweat out of the eye, it's important to do that. It stings a little bit. Both sides here. Make sure you're sitting the hips back and down instead of tipping the torso forward. 5, 6, coming across the body with the ball. 8, 9, 10. Remember, we're hitting 10 each side there, and we go back down to the ground for those leg weaves. Pull that belly button to the spine. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Woo. Keep breathing, keep moving. I'm rolling into my next set. 7:50 on the clock. 10 overhead swings. Remember, we're hinging hips back, so we're reaching for the wall behind us. So you almost want to be able to, if I stood side on here, see the ball, like peek through the other sides of your legs. So nice flat back. We're reaching back with both our hips and the ball. 5, 6, going to 10, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice flat back the whole time there. Having a nice flat back is going to allow the work to be more in the back of the legs than in your lower back. All right. Next up, moving to our toe touchers, 20 of them. 2, 3, 4, 6. Keeping the arms pumping. 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 total there. Next up, headed to our alternating push-ups. So by raising one hand here, we can allow deeper work into the chest muscle. A little bit more range allows for more muscles worked. If you're on toes or knees, make sure the hips are staying in line with the rest of the body. Knees under hips, not as much. Make sure your knees are underneath your hips, directly underneath there. I'm at 9, we got 10 total here. 10. Whew. After our alternating push-ups, we have our squat to wood chop. 10 each side. Take those heels outside the hips. Chest stays proud. 1, going to 10. 3. Drive through the heels. Keep pressing the knees out wide. 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. 10 each side. Grab a moment to shake the arms out if you need it. Remember, listen to your body. If you gotta take a break, take a lap, get some water, that's okay. Jump back in when you're feeling it. Keep breathing. 3, 4. Using the glutes to help us stand up from our squat. 4. I lost count. Believe this is 10. Oh, shaking it out. Next up, we got the leg weaves. We got 10 of them. Remember, if you need some more air, hands on the hips helps to open the chest up. Going to 10 total here. 6, 8, 9, 10. Whew. Good stuff, good stuff. Sticking with it, sticking with it. We've got 4 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock. We can do this. All right, I'm headed into my next set. Overhead swings. Keep working no matter where you're at. We're almost there. We're in our last quarter of our big set. 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep breathing. 8, 9, 10. Whew. 10 overhead swings. Moving to 20 toe touchers. 17, 18, 19, 20. Keep moving, keep moving. You got this, you got this. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. You're almost there. I forgot what was next. All right, alternating push-ups after our toe taps. 10 of them. Knees, toes, or knees under hips. 2, 3. Squeeze in between the shoulder blades. Pulling the belly button into the spine. 6. Going to 10 here. I got one more. Awesome, awesome. Might feel a little bit more sore in the chest than normal after doing push-ups. It's because of that deeper range. Then rolling the ball across to alternate. Add some extra work in there as well. All right, squat to wood chop is next. 10 each side. We got 2.5 minutes. Let's do it, let's do it. Take the ball across the body. Draw power from the floor through your core to the ceiling. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! 10 each side for the wood chops. Again, grabbing a breather when you need it. Listening to your body. All right. Finishing it out strong. We're almost done with our main set. Then we're going to the ground for core. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Woo! Stay with it, stay with it. After our squat to wood chop, 10 each side, we go back down to the floor for light weaves. 10 here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Staying with it, staying with it. Keep breathing, keep moving. We've got a minute and 10 seconds to go. I'm starting to run my next set. Overhead swings. We got 10 of them. 2. Squeeze in the glutes and the hamstrings to give the ball some energy. 5, 6, 7, 9. Keep rolling, keep rolling. Keep working until that clock stops. We got 40 seconds. I got 20 toe touches. 18, 19, 20. Next up, we got the push-ups. Woo! Watch that. Careful you don't back up over your med ball like I just did. All the way to the bell. 3. Stay with it, stay with it. 8. And time. Whew. Awesome work. Awesome work. Take a second, breathe. We want the hurry to come down a little bit before we head down to the floor for core. So take a little lap, grab some water, keep the chest up and proud. I'm gonna grab my mat. We're finishing off with a core Tabata today. 8 rounds, 30 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. We got a little isometric challenge for you today. I'm gonna move you down so you can see me a little bit better. And we'll finish off with our core work here. That's uneven, isn't it? All right. So for core today, isometric challenge. We're gonna alternate 2 different exercises. Exercise number 1, we've got the plank. Holding here. Now you can also hold on your knees, or you could go on your elbows, knees or toes, either way. We're just holding for 30 seconds. We're gonna alternate that with a hollow body hold. So for the hollow body hold, we've got our legs straightened off the ground, we've got our shoulders lifted off the mat. Almost like you could rock back and forth if you got a little bit of momentum going. So those are 2 exercises. 30 seconds of a plank hold, 20 seconds rest, 30 seconds of a hollow body hold. We'll repeat that 4 times and then call it a day. All right, setting up the time for our core challenge Tabata. In 10 seconds, we're going for our plank. So decide whether you want to go on your elbows, your hands, knees, toes, whatever you want. Go for it. 30 seconds, we're holding here. Now, I want you to focus on squeezing your quads. They should be helping with this movement. Keep your glutes engaged so that the hips are in line with the rest of the body. And let's try and squeeze in between our shoulder blades. We want a nice flat back. 8 seconds to go, stay with it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. 20 seconds to rest. We're flipping over for that hollow body hold. Now, you may decide that you like one exercise more than the other. That's okay. Personally, love a plank. Hollow body holds are not my friends. 3, 2, 1, go for it. So we're creating fire right here. We've got the shoulder blades off the mat. We've got the feet off the mat. Keep working, keep squeezing. Embrace that shake and breathe. You got this. 10 seconds to go. Keep breathing, keep squeezing. I know it burns. 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Flipping it over. 20 seconds to rest. We're going back to planks. So with these isometric holds, you want to make sure that you're breathing the whole time because we are holding that pressure. It can elevate your blood pressure a little bit. So just make sure that you're breathing through the movement. Ready? Plank, go for it. Whether you're on knees, toes, elbows, hands, we're creating that pressure in our abdominals. Think about one thing you like about this move. Doesn't even have to be in the move itself. Maybe it's the way you feel afterward. We got 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. 20 seconds to rest. We're flipping back over for the hollow body hold. Challenging myself to think about one thing I like about the hollow body hold. I'll keep you posted. We got 5 seconds to go for that hollow body hold. 3, 2, 1, go for it. I like that you can kind of rock back and forth if you get some momentum going. There we go. That'll be my positive about the hollow body hold today. See if you can come up with a positive that you like. Maybe you like how strong your legs feel. Maybe you like the fire that's happening right here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! 20 seconds to rest. Guess what, team? We're halfway through our Tabata. We've got 4 rounds to go. At 30 seconds a round, we get a grand total of 2 minutes of work. Then we're calling it a day. 5, 4, in a plank, 2, 1, go for it. Round number 5 of our 8-round Tabata here. All right, now I want you to focus on your hands. Spread the weight out between your fingers. Don't just let it sit in the heel of your hands. If you're on your elbows, actively pull them towards your toes. Keep the hips in line. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Woo! 3 rounds to go. We got this. Breathing. If you need some more room for air, back is nice and flat. All right, headed for a hollow body hold. 2, 1, go for it. Now, if you need some extra assistance here, you can grab onto the legs, or you could just go one part of the body, elevate it. Stay with it, stay with it. 15 seconds. Now if you gotta take a break, breathe for a second and then jump back in. That works too. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, woohoo, 3, 2, 1. Woo. Awesome work. Flipping it over. We got one more round of each. Going in 10 seconds here with our plank. Last plank you gotta do for the day. All right, 3, 2, 1, go for it. Now here's what I want you to visualize. Push the floor away with your hands, with your feet, with your elbows. Push it away. See if you can move it. Squeezing the core, building pressure inside yourself. How hard are you pushing that floor away? Get it to move, get it to move. 4, 3, 2, 1, time. 20 seconds to rest. We got one more exercise to go. Going in 10 seconds here with the hollow body hold. Last exercise of the day. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go for it. Breathing, focus. Imagine a fireball in your belly. It's keeping you up. It's keeping you fueled through this workout and afterward. Woo! 10 seconds to go. Come on, come on. We got this. We got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Time. Awesome work. Chill here for a second. Just lay. Let the core release. Think about the contact points your body's making on the ground. Shoulders, hips, maybe a foot. Whenever you're ready, we're gonna roll on up to a stretch. One leg in, one leg out. Reaching towards the outside toe. Awesome, awesome work today. Appreciate you all joining me for Trailblaze Thursday. Switching up the legs here. Again, my name is Petey. I'm your fitness coordinator, Campus Recreation. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, requests, any of the things, feel free to email me at petersrx@bc.edu. Pulling our legs in for a butterfly stretch here. Make sure you listen to your body, recover, refuel, stretch, hydrate, all the good stuff. All right, just in the middle here, we've got a little shoulder stretch. Taking one arm across the body, one arm across the body. And the other side, easy. And finishing off with the chest stretch here. So clasp the hands behind the back. Pull to release that chest. From all those good push-ups. I love it. All right. Again, thank you everybody so much for coming to Trailblaze Thursday. Make sure you check back in with us tomorrow for Fitness Feature Friday with Caroline at 3 p.m. Thank you, thank you.